We've got audio going.
All right.
So Shay and I just got back from the Buffalo Wild Wings here in University Town Center. Welcome to the Whiskey Weigh-In. This is the UFC 241 recap. We're going to go over our quick reactions to the fights. It's 1:30 in the morning.
Yep.
It just ended, and what a great card. Perfect ending for the night.
What a great card.
Let's just talk about, man, how
Hold
happy
on, can
are
I
you
interrupt
right
you?
now?
Hold on, can I interrupt you before we get into this?
Yeah, go ahead.
Shout out to my boy Tristan at B-Dubs hooking us up with the poster. Obviously, we haven't got a frame for it yet, but we got it. Look, this is a beautiful poster. This is one of my favorite posters because not only does it have the main and the co-main, but look, it has Yoel and Costa on it too.
Yeah.
That's awesome that it has 3 different fights on it. That's just awesome.
Yeah, Anthony Pettis, Nate Diaz, Riel Romero, Paulo Costa, Cormier, Miocic. Really cool poster.
Great card.
We should
that's a
probably
great
get a frame
poster
for that one.
Yeah, that poster is amazing. So shout out to Tristan and everyone at Buffalo Wild Wings that gave that to us. It was funny because he came up to us and I was like, hey, usually our boy Robin hooks us up. He's like, oh, y'all are the guys with the podcast. And that just, listen, I felt kind of Hollywood at that point. I'm not going to lie to y'all.
Oh, yeah.
I felt awesome.
No, that's great. And Tristan, he even went through the trouble of getting that poster off the wall.
That was,
at
that's
the
off
end
the
of the
wall.
night.
Yep.
So,
shout out, man.
Yeah, thank
you.
for that. Always great. Little shout out to you. And
now
let's get into these fights. Actually, we're going to start with the main event instead of starting with the first fight of the night. Stipe Miocic, the real champion, the great champion of the world. He beat Daniel
Ask me
Cormier.
How I feel about it.
TKO. What was it? 3rd round? 4th round.
Ask me how I feel about it. Come on.
Yeah. Let's just see how you feel about it.
That's how I feel, folks. DC had won rounds 1 through 3. Round 1 could have been...
Not by much.
Round 1 could have been 10-8. We're not going to... It could have been.
Maybe round 1, yeah.
It could have been 10-8. I'm not saying it was. It could have been 10-8. 2 and 3, 10-9 DC. DC was probably winning round 4 until, wow, what an adjustment by Stipe. He started going to the body with that left, and I looked over at Brent and I said, man, his body shots are landing, but I was like, what, Stipe's going to load up and go up top. He never did. He just kept loading up because DC was protecting up top.
Yeah.
He just kept loading up and going to the body.
Yeah, throughout the whole fight, it was kind of back and forth between the two. Daniel or DC was winning stand up throughout each round.
On the ground, he was
not
winning
by much. Oh, by the ground, on the ground, definitely.
Yeah.
Grappling, standing up, definitely. But it wasn't until, like you said, Stipe was able to
in
find
the 4th
that
round
lower left hook to the body. Sometimes hitting him in the rib cage.
Yep.
You could just
liver
see
shots too.
you see the face of DC taking those shots. It was pretty
Can
rough.
you remind the people, maybe if they didn't see it or maybe they don't remember, what did I say about this fight if Stipe was going to win last week?
Yeah, I think you did say if it goes past 3 rounds that Stipe is going to win. So you called that.
Yeah, in the championship rounds, I said DC would win that. I mean, Stipe would win that. DC looked great up until that 4th round. He was looking great. He didn't even
really look tired.
No,
I don't even think it was a stamina thing. I think he just like DC beat Stipe beat DC. He caught him and then he followed through and then he ended up not the KO but the TKO.
Yeah, I mean, for the people watching, I know you didn't get to see our reactions, but Brent was really hyped about it. But I was like, DC was winning every round though. You know what I mean? It wasn't like Stipe was dominating him. It was literally,
until the end though.
People can be like,
the 4th round, he definitely dominated him. He found
towards the later round, he didn't even figure it out in the beginning of the 4th round though. That's what I'm saying. So people can say, oh, DC won by a fluke in the first fight. Well, then in this one, I can easily say Stipe won by a fluke.
No, he didn't win by a fluke. Both of them fought each other really well.
DC won the first 3 rounds, and it's not even close.
They definitely fought each other very well. If it would have gone to decision, DC would have won.
Yeah, because he won the first 3 rounds. So, no matter what happened in those last 2 rounds, DC won.
In the end, Stipe ended up finding a hole in his game, and he outboxed him, and he beat him.
I've been getting blown up on my phone. Stipe, the GOAT at heavyweight.
Because he is.
It's hard to argue it, but
the most title defenses.
He has
beat
the most
Daniel
title
Cormier.
defenses, but the only thing that but DC still has like the least amount of losses at heavyweight, but that's neither here nor there.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to sit here and say, I think that match, that almost needs to be rematched. I don't know if DC does it after that post-fight. I think the only way that he comes back is John now, after that post-fight interview, because it sounded like he wasn't really interested.
We'll see, but I don't think people are going to be as hyped about him and John.
Oh, you're
now
crazy.
After he, they will be hyped, but they won't be as hyped. You know what I mean? Because that whole GOAT conversation is out the window. DC is just another good fighter that fought in the UFC.
Well, we're not going to say that about DC, but yeah. I think your GOAT right now has to be your boy Henry. Shout out to Henry.
Oh my god!
I'm joking. Don't go hard on me. I'm joking.
Yeah, Shay is a huge Henry fan. Actually.
I'm not a huge Henry fan, but you know what?
He's all about the intergender.
Can we do a side note? Why was Henry and Uriah sitting side by side?
I don't know. But if I have to see Henry make that stupid face.
Hold on. What is he doing?
Oh my gosh.
What is he doing?
I just want somebody to just punch him in the face. I swear that Henry Cejudo is just trying to be a Power Ranger. Every time I see his taunt or whatever he is that he's doing. I don't get it. Yeah. All right. Take us to the... Are you done with this one?
I was just going to say, great adjustment by Stipe. That I was kind of segueing into that. Just that was one of the greatest adjustments I've ever seen, besides the Henry Cejudo fight and his last one. Just what an adjustment. I don't know if his corner told him that or not, because he kind of found it later in round 4. Not later, but mid round 4. Great adjustment. Stipe, what a champ. One of the best heavyweights of all time, if not the best heavyweight of all time. I love Stipe. I really do. I just hate it was against DC. Great fight. Stipe is a beast.
Yeah. All I can say is just applause. I mean, all of Buffalo Wild Wings you would think was rooting for Stipe. Everybody erupted and cheered and was pounding the tables and clapping, and it was a pretty great thing to see, and very excited to see Stipe with the belt again.
Yep.
All right. In the co-main event, we had Nate Diaz and Anthony Pettis. Kind of
one-sided.
Kind of a dominant performance by Nate Diaz throughout each round. I mean, Pettis got in some good shots.
I wouldn't even say good shots.
He gave Nate some problems, but Nate pretty much dominated stand up and on the ground and everywhere. He's just a bigger guy, and
for sure.
Yeah, there wasn't much Pettis could do against Diaz, and honestly, I kind of expected that. I didn't have the same perspective of Pettis as other people did. I didn't think that he was the favorite. I did pick Pettis, but I didn't realize that Pettis was the favorite going in.
Yeah.
I thought when I picked Pettis, I was picking an underdog.
Yeah, he was the favorite.
And that's my ignorance there. But I did think that Pettis was like the underdog going in. I did not realize he was the favorite going in. And people were saying that Pettis is a much better fighter and stuff, but if you watch that fight tonight, that didn't look like the case at all.
Nate looked great. And I can't tell you how many times that I hit Brenton oh my God, Nate is taking him to the ground. I couldn't believe that.
Was that the first round that he did that? Or maybe the second round?
Yeah, no, he did it first round.
He took him down,
He took him down first round, and I was like, are you kidding me? Because, Nate doesn't do that. And when I say Nate doesn't do that, you look at the Conor fights, if Nate does that, he could win round 1, round 2 against Conor, as good as he is on the ground. I was just highly surprised that he did that.
Yeah, I was surprised too. But most of the fight, though, I just saw Nate being Nate.
Yeah,
and
got
he did look a little. We both noticed that he looked like his stamina wasn't there.
Nate, what was that, round 2?
It usually is.
I think it was round 2. He
seemed kind of sluggish a little bit. Maybe he did that on purpose. I don't know, but. He did look
a little off, because I remember I was slapping him this is not the Nate I know, because he just, I don't know, he looked a little gassed, and it was Pettis was pushing the pace and Nate was the one going against the cage, and I was like, oh, this is not what I'm used to.
Yeah, there's not too much to say about that, though. Pettis definitely got some good licks in, but for the most part, Nate Nate dominated the fight in every round, and
Yeah, I would agree. And
that ended
can
up
we
going
talk
to
about the
decision.
next fight? At what? Can you tell the people, just so that it's not me, what did I say in round 3 about the next fight for Nate Diaz?
Oh, well, I was thinking this too before you said it.
Yeah.
But you said that he's going to end up fighting Jorge Masvidal.
Yep.
But I think Nate might have hinted at that in the interview whenever he said he wants to fight exciting fighters.
Yeah.
And he's talked about Jorge before.
Mhm.
And then Nate said that in the octagon at the end.
Yep.
That he wants to fight Jorge Masvidal.
I think that's a great fight.
But I think that Nate wants a title shot and then to defend his title against Jorge. But I'm not really sure what he said in the post-fight interview, but that was interesting.
It's very loud at B-Dub, so we don't really get to hear.
But he definitely called out Jorge Masvidal.
Yeah.
Jorge was super excited about that, of course.
And Nate's not going to get the title shot.
No,
right now. I mean,
he
it's
just beat
Colby,
the number 7 guy.
Yeah,
so
it's Colby.
He's got.
We know it's Colby.
He's got at least 1 or 2 more fights before a title shot.
And also, Colby was 1 person away from Masvidal, so I don't want to hear all that talk about Masvidal about that action outside of the octagon.
No,
because they were
Colby,
1 people
after Colby's
one
last performance. He definitely gets the.
Oh yeah,
shot.
Colby definitely gets the shot. Colby did amazing that last performance. Nate doesn't skip him, even because of his popularity. He doesn't skip him. So, with that being said, Nate and Jorge Masvidal, that's going to be a great fight. I can't wait to see that. I hope that's soon. MSG card, that would be awesome. UFC, if not, we'll do it, I guess, like the New Year's card. Segue us into our next one.
Yeah, we got Yoel Romero and Paulo Costa.
Sad face. Hold on. Before
Man.
I'm going to drink for this one.
Yeah, so we both picked Yoel Romero on this one, and we both picked incorrectly. But the fight was pretty back and forth.
Was it incorrectly, though?
I don't know. I mean, we would have to look at the numbers, but Paulo Costa ended up coming out with the win at the decision at the end. But at the end, both guys thought they won. At the end, Shay and I thought Yoel won.
Yeah, I think the only reason they gave it...
Twitter even, like...
I haven't been on Twitter
a draw, probably.
Yeah, okay, so I was going to say, I just got a text from my buddy Cam that he thought that it was a draw, that Yoel kind of got robbed, that it should have been a draw.
So basically, the striking kind of seemed even, but Yoel had more takedowns if they were counted as takedowns.
I don't know if they're counted. I don't know if they're
Paulo Costa
counted.
had a lot more advancement.
I would say advancing
Yoel.
what won
and
it.
So I think that
Advancing.
Yoel probably lost the fight because of the advancement. Maybe he was also like, not that this hurts him, but taunting a lot and like not going after him whenever he was making gaining way on him.
Yeah.
I mean, there were a lot of chances for him to finish Paulo Costa. Like every time he had some significant strikes on him, he would back off,
dude.
And let him each guy. Maybe I think it was just an energy thing because Yoel's. You were explaining
cardio's terrible,
terrible cardio.
Yeah, and we saw that.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah, we saw that.
But round
for sure.
1, I was like, "Oh no, Yoel's done." And then Yoel comes and throws a haymaker. I'm like, "No, Costa's done." And then all of a sudden, they're both good.
Some knockdowns.
Both
right
of them
away.
got knocked down in round 1. I was like, "Oh my goodness!" Like that fight was crazy. I think that could be like they'll give it to Stipe and DC now probably, but I think that was probably fight of the night. I was on the edge of my seat like the whole time for that fight.
Man. Yeah, I mean, I was thinking fight of the night too, but Pettis and Diaz was pretty good. I mean, Diaz dominated the performance.
I wouldn't give that fight of the night. It's either DC
I would say
Stipe
Romero
or
Costa over Stipe, and
I would too.
Yeah,
I think that because it was just.
I think Romero Costa should get fight of the night.
I was just on the edge of my seat the whole time, like, oh my goodness.
And even at the end, everybody was like, "Well, I don't know who won."
Yeah, I would say you really. Like, I texted one of my other buddies, JR. I was like, "This is one of those fights I would hate scoring."
Yeah,
because like I don't truly feel there's a winner, and I don't feel there's a loser. That's one of those fights. It's like a draw. I'm not mad that they gave it to Costa because of the advancing. If they don't score the takedowns, especially round 3, I don't think that's a takedown. Round 2 could have been a takedown.
Does Yoel always taunt with his tongue out? Is that a thing that he does? Didn't you love in the later rounds where Paulo came out and put his hands behind his back and put his tongue out? Like,
and they both put their hands behind their back.
Like,
I'm
How
like, oh,
stupid was that? It's like Paulo's like, please come to me,
yeah,
fight
don't.
me.
But yeah, you don't
Yeah.
want that though. Let's not be ridiculous here.
I don't know. Paulo landed some heavy shots.
They both did. That was a great fight. I can't even be mad at it. I hope
Yeah.
Yoel's not done at 42 years old. Tough. I hope he's not done.
Yeah. Well, I mean, good win for Paulo Costa. That was a huge
for sure,
fight.
for sure.
And we got the next fight, featherweight. This is the second fight of the night.
Yeah.
Gabriel Benitez and Sodiq Yusuf. Oh my goodness, excuse me. That was won by Sodiq in the first round, TKO.
Oh yeah, this was
4
a great
minutes
one.
and 14 seconds left. So you picked correctly on this one.
Yes, sir.
Why don't you run us through that a little bit?
I think Yusuf is a beast. After watching this, I'm kind of a fan now. I like Yusuf. I'm actually excited for his next fight. Like, I'm excited for it. I want to see it. Boy has some hands on him, doesn't he?
Oh yeah.
Boy got some bricks over there.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, good performance, exciting performance by him.
Just round one. There's not much to talk about on that one.
fight.
There's really not much to talk about on that one.
Outstruck him.
Quick.
Yeah.
Bricks
yeah.
his hand. That's all I can say. I mean, that boy got some bricks. I mean, I don't know about like what part of Nigeria he's from, because they got some great fighters coming out of Nigeria lately. I can't wait to see like that pipeline, if you will, to keep coming into the UFC. Those Nigeria fighters, man, they are awesome.
Yeah, they tear it up. All right, and then the first fight of the night, we had middleweights, Derek Brunson and Ian Heinisch.
What a way to start off the card, because I thought Brunson was done within the first, 15 seconds? I thought he was done.
That was pretty back and forth. Yeah, well, Ian came out and had a knockdown right away.
Yeah, like with the head kick.
Yeah.
He had him at the head kick like within the first 15, 30 seconds, and I was like, oh no, Brunson already starting my night off bad.
Yeah, and then Brunson ends up coming away with the win and by decision.
They were both heavily gassed though.
Yeah,
heavily gassed.
Oh my gosh, yeah, those guys were so tired.
Yeah, I mean they were like I mean, that's how they were throwing towards the end of the fight. I was like, oh my goodness.
Yeah, both of them gave it their all for sure, and
it was
had
a great fight.
Left. Really strong, solid 3 rounds back and forth.
Yeah, for sure, a great fight. I liked it. Now, hold on. Can we talk about one of my favorite fights of the night on the prelims?
Oh,
you already
yeah.
know which one I'm talking about.
Run us through those guys.
No, not even the guys. I'm just talking about the main. You know which one I'm talking about. Boy from Pittsburgh.
Oh, yeah. Devontae Smith versus Kama Worthy.
This
guy was at a huge disadvantage based on the odds anyway.
The odds, yeah.
Devontae Smith was a minus 1,000
minus 1,000.
That's crazy.
Wow.
But these guys have a history with each other. They've trained together and sparred against one another, but they haven't done that for like at least 2 years.
Yeah.
But those memories still stuck with them. I think Kama Worthy was like a plus 600
or plus 600. Yeah, plus 600.
Yeah, but he ends up coming out with a TKO in the first round, 4 minutes and 15 seconds. I actually remember it pretty vividly.
Yeah.
Both guys were standing. Devontae came in, and
wait,
Kama
they high-fived right before this high five. Yeah, they touched gloves.
Kama's coach was yelling at him, "Don't touch gloves with him," because you got to respect how dangerous each one of them are.
Yeah,
and they did show a lot of respect.
Yeah, because they
weren't even really touching each other.
They were like
for the
throwing,
first round.
and then they would like pull back. Like they were like afraid to really go for it.
But Kama explained it in the interview with Joe Rogan afterwards that it was this Muay Thai strike that he landed after Devontae went in. I think it was for an overhand, and Kama was able to come in with an uppercut.
Yeah,
and then that's really what dropped him.
It was a beautiful fight. And, I hope we can get him on the podcast.
Yeah, he's right in Pittsburgh.
In Pittsburgh.
He has like less than 1,000 Twitter followers. I mean, he's not...
Now he doesn't, though.
Very well known, but now he was definitely in the spotlight tonight.
Yeah.
Very exciting fight. I really hope the best for that guy. 32 years old, he has kids and stuff, and he's ready to make that money.
Yeah, I hope we can get him on the podcast, man, because, I mean, he just seems like a great guy. I mean, after that, it was just awesome to see that, especially someone literally less than an hour away from us. That's awesome.
Yeah, yeah. Kind of a hometown hero sort of thing. So I'm excited for that, and hopefully he responds. But that is kind of UFC 241 in a nutshell.
Yep. I don't really have anything else to say except it was a sad night. So I'm going to drink my sorrows away with the proper 12 and, whatever else I can get my hands on tonight. It was a bad night for your boy. It's been a bad year for your boy in the UFC. I've lost all my favorite fighters. I've probably lost in the past year. You got Connor, Woodley, Ben Askren, Cowboy with the last fight against Ferguson. You have tonight with DC. It's been a rough year for your boy.
Yeah, so while Shay's over there drowning in her tears, let's just have a big last applause and hoorah for Stipe being the GOAT.
Well, until next time.
Take care.